This just in, Mastercard is going to allow merchants to accept crypto payments this year. In other news, from the Grayscale CEO, he says firms race to buy Bitcoin as mood shifts from why to why not. Changing sentiment, people are indirectly getting exposed to Bitcoin via Tesla's $1.5 billion bet. This was a while ago, but Visa partners with Ethereum digital dollar startup that raised $271 million, and that would be USDC, an Ethereum-based stablecoin. S&P Dow Jones indices to launch crypto indexes in 2021. Watch out for that. Welcome to the Bull Moon Update, where we bring you the hottest news in the crypto space. Bitcoin mass adoption isn't right around the corner, but it is right on the horizon. There are big institutions working on creating a framework and structure for crypto and getting crypto integrated into the world. Are you going to be an early adopter, or are you going to be the one that's buying Bitcoin at the very top and getting wrecked? Well, that's why I'm here to share with you the news that are going to move these markets, as well as what will help you not get so wrecked and make some major gains along the way. So let's see what this is all about. Mastercard is planning to give merchants the option to receive payments in cryptocurrency later this year. According to a source familiar with the matter, the functionality will see Mastercard customers' digital currency payments settled in crypto at participating merchants, a first for the financial giant. The company has not yet disclosed which digital currencies it intends to support or where. The details shed new light on CEO Michael, Q4 pledge to integrate digital currency payments directly on our network in a move. The new chief, helming his first earnings call on January 28th, said he will provide maximal flexibility to customers and merchants alike. Previously, Mastercard supported limited cryptocurrency transactions through its crypto card partners Wirex and Uphold, but those programs only cover payment, not settlement. The coins are converted to fiat currency well before they reach the merchant. So basically, that means you're going to be able to settle payments in crypto itself. That's what they plan to do anyways. The new initiative promises to upend the dynamic among the store owners and businesses who opt in. They will be able to conduct their businesses beyond the bounds of the fiat ecosystem, assuming, of course, their customers have crypto they're willing to spend. That's hardly a safe bet given the buy and hold mantra pervading the world's largest cryptocurrency. The source pointed out most Bitcoin buyers primarily treat their coins as investment vehicles, not payment tools, and the source underscored there's no guaranteed Mastercard's crypto settlement initiative will support Bitcoin. And this is big because in some countries, especially in the US, when you sell a cryptocurrency for USD, say you transfer Bitcoin to USD or you sell your Ethereum for USD, you actually have to pay 30% tax if you hold it for less than a year, or 15% tax if you hold it for longer than a year. But if you can make a payment straight with crypto, that could possibly remove that tax. And down here you can see Mastercard has been laying down the groundwork for that future through years of patents around the digital currency space. The company said it holds 89 blockchain patents and is waiting for an approval on an additional 285 around the world. So they've been working on this in the background, behind closed doors. Crypto mass adoption will happen eventually. In the US, those filings have included methods to keep crypto transactions private, on-chain credit card payment verification, instant blockchain payment processing, and how to handle crypto refunds, among others. So this could be huge. Crypto transactions private. Look at Phala and Oasis Labs. Those two are big in terms of privacy. And instant blockchain payment processing. One project that I'm really excited for in terms of instant blockchain payment processing is Hathor network. So beyond that, this is interesting news as well. Visa partners with Ethereum. This was on December 2nd, 2020. But again, it's another piece of news where one of these credit card giants are going to integrate crypto into their payment system. So basically, while Visa itself won't custody the digital currency effective immediately, the partnership will see Circle, working with Visa to help select Visa credit card issuers, start integrating the USDC software into their platforms and send and receive USDC payments. Circle itself is also going through the same fast track program. In turn, businesses will eventually be able to send international USDC payments to any business supported by Visa, and after those funds are converted to the national currency, spend them anywhere that accepts Visa. What about the Grayscale CEO saying that firms are racing to buy Bitcoin as mood shifts from why to why not? So you see this sentiment from why would we invest in Bitcoin as a company to why aren't we investing in Bitcoin as a company? You have big companies behind closed doors asking why don't we have Bitcoin already? How do we get it? And when is the best time to get it? Down here you see the CEO, Michael Son, he really had 3 N's in his name, says institutional demand for Bitcoin has only increased moving into 2021 following a record-breaking year that saw Grayscale's assets under management soar to new heights. So you have here Grayscale holds an excess of 649,000 Bitcoin. They right now are buying more Bitcoin per month than is being created or mined per month. And that's just one institution. And read this. Contrary to narratives emanating from government entities, Sennheiser says regulation is not a concern for would-be investors, many of whom he claimed are satisfied that enough regulatory clarity has already been provided. Sennheiser said conversation point number 1 starts around regulatory concerns, and actually a lot of those conversations are characterized by a lack of regulatory concerns. A lot of the folks making decisions around this realize how much regulatory clarity has been provided around this. And the second piece of conversation is around sizing and timing. So you're seeing corporations think about anywhere from on the low end 25 basis points to on the higher end maybe 100 or 200 basis points over time, and they recognize that they don't need to get invested all at once. So for context, Tesla recently invested roughly 770 basis points or 7.7% of its gross cash holdings into Bitcoin, if you were wondering what basis points meant. Sennheiser said the investment strategy taken by MicroStrategy might be more typical of future buyers. MicroStrategy bought $1 billion worth of Bitcoin across the span of 2020. So institutions are going to be trying to buy this using dollar cost averaging strategy, basically, where they buy at certain points in time, they buy the dips. They're not trying to buy a huge amount at one time. So these institutions are holding for long term. And as more institutions buy crypto, you're going to see more exposure to crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum come to the S&P 500, which brings me to this little tidbit of information that was published on December 3rd, 2020. It says S&P Dow Jones Indices, a major financial data firm, said Thursday that it will launch a customizable cryptocurrency indexing service in partnership with crypto data provider Lukka in 2021. So crypto is coming, you guys. I mean, you have huge institutions that are going to be buying up Bitcoin. You have talks of Apple possibly being the next Fortune 500 company to buy Bitcoin. You have GME looking into it. And you have the real possibility of the S&P Dow Jones Indices creating a customizable cryptocurrency index. And if we look on Glassnode, you can see that the supply of Bitcoin is going downwards, as well as Ethereum. It doesn't show here, but for sure Ethereum. And Bitcoin supply held by entities with balance 1K to 10K. These are whales. It is increasing over time, guys. I mean, you got to read the writing on the walls. Whales have been adding to their balances throughout this dip, and new whales continue to be birthed. This shows that new coins have been bought by strong hands. Simple supply and demand, guys. And to finish it off, I just wanted to give you an update on those 2 coins that I talked about. They came out February 9th. Evolution Finance came out at $1. I was actually up for it. They had some delays. They were supposed to come out at 4:30 a.m. PST, but then ended up coming out at 8:30 a.m. PST. And as you can see here, the price rose from around $1.60, or actually let's go to 8:30. And the price rose from about $3 all the way up to $89, and then came down to 50, and it looks like it's consolidating around this area in the 50 range. So if you were up for it, you probably could have gotten, if you had fast hands and you set gas really high, you probably could have gotten this at around maybe $10 to $20 and could have 9x your money. So I would wait for a dip if there is a dip. If it dips down even further than this, as you can see, there is some support right there. So wait to see what happens there. Wait to see if it bounces. And if it goes downwards, buy up some more. And if we go to Umbrella Network, if you remember in my previous video, this came out at 5 cents and is now currently sitting at $2.13. So you can see right here that there is an upward moving support. And if you want to look at differently, also there are 2 other levels of support. One right here. You can see that resistance turned to support right there. And if it goes below that, you'll see some support right there, as well as on this wick down here. So those would be some good buying opportunities. And if it dips below that, if there's suddenly a crash, I would be buying it up down here. So still an exciting project. I'm keeping an eye on this one for sure. So there you have it, guys. If this video was helpful in any way, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and hit that bell notification to keep updated with the hottest news, and comment down below on what projects you're excited for and how you feel about the market right now. And have an amazing day. Thank you for listening.